there, it's a good day to have a good coffee mug.
You need a high-quality travel mug and hot coffee, and it's a good day for that.
Jeff Wacker joins us, IUP Lively Arts segment. And in this case, we're talking about what's going on this summer on the IUP campus when it comes to the arts. You've got the Community Music School, they've got the Footlight Players. There are all kinds of things happening on campus.
There are a ton of things. Just in the lively arts alone, or well, not so much the lively arts as we have the summer, but the Community Music School is, of course, very active. We're active year-round. Footlight Players is going to be kicking off here coming up in June. It really is. It's a nice time of the year for us.
All right, so let's talk about the early portion of the summer, these ensuing weeks that are coming, and what's going to be happening. Community Music School, Footlight Players, the Lively Arts at IUP. What's on the immediate agenda?
Well, the Lively Arts, we sort of relax a little bit in the sense of the presenting. So because that's our executive director, that's Kristen's gig, so to speak, and she's putting together all of the things for next season. So she's working really hard. I'd like to give you a preview, but I have no clue what it is that she's putting together. But as always, it will be a tremendous season, and I know people will really enjoy. So she's very busy working on all of that.
She would slap you with a gag order if you said anything anyway.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Or she might just slap you.
I hope not, but...
All right, so Community Music School.
That's kicking off our summer. We just got done with the spring concerts with our ensembles. They were tremendous. The Crimson Youth Choir was just this past Friday night. Did several beautiful numbers at the beginning of their program. The harmony, the intonation, the blend, those kids did a fabulous job. And you've met Director K1. She's been in a couple times. They had their performance Sunday afternoon. The Indiana Community Choir, under the direction of John Eric Schreiber, they did the Mozart Requiem.
Oh, really?
And just really did a tremendous job. And then previous to that, the community band did a performance. So that was all very busy. Lessons wrapped up for the spring. We have some makeup lessons and some additional lessons. Kids should always be taking lessons. And so we encourage them just to keep right on going through the breaks into the next semester, and a lot of them are. Yeah, so that's all terrific. Just cooking right along for us in the Community Music School.
Yeah, somebody said to me the other day, they got a gift of a guitar given to them. A used guitar was given to them. And they said, you know what? One of these days, I'm going to learn how to play that thing.
I would say this summer would be a good time to start.
This would be the day. Huh?
This would be the day. Yeah, it's never too late. You'd be amazed at the number of adults that come in to take private lessons that either played a long time ago and have just been away from it for a long time, or they wanted to always learn and they never picked it up. So I'm going to start learning guitar. I'm going to take some voice lessons because I enjoy singing in my church choir and I want to do some solos. There are just any number of adults who come back into music, and I said, you're never too old.
Yeah, and with the Community Music School, it's almost like there's no instrument you can't cover.
Pretty much. Would you like to learn bagpipes? Well, we got that covered too.
Yeah, didgeridoo is about the only thing not, but you never know.
I'll bring in a didgeridoo specialist if you need it from Australia.
So if somebody wants to learn about that and how they can become involved and start taking lessons and maybe fulfill that lifelong desire, what are the steps that need to be taken?
The first thing to do is just go to our website, www.iup.edu/community music. And pretty much everything you're going to need to know is on there. It talks about our classes, it talks about our ensembles, talks about the private lessons. It gives the cost for the different levels of instructors, how it works. Our registration link for our online registration is there. And of course, they can email me at any time, just community-music at iup.edu. And I'm happy to answer questions that way, or they can give me a call. I'm always happy to chat with people. Ask my wife. I know how to talk.
Now, the musical ensembles themselves, the vocal groups, and those are generally spring and summer, correct? Or spring and fall?
Yes. Right now, those are just in the fall and the spring. And usually at the beginning, a couple weeks ahead of time, we start having some auditions. And it's important for people to know these are not auditions as far as just to get into the group. They're just to find out how you play and what might be the most appropriate, say, voice part for you to sing. Are you a bass? Are you a tenor? Are you a baritone? If you're playing an instrument, what might be the best spot for you to play in a section? That's what really all the audition is about. So if people are afraid of, I'm not going to make it into the group, that's really not the case.
Yeah.
We're very inclusive.
Yeah, that's good. That's wonderful. Okay, so that's the Community Music School. I want to talk about footlight players, too, because they have a big, ambitious summer, as always.
They do. I actually don't get myself involved too much with footlight players because that's more the Department of Theater and Dance. And so Brian and the department are always putting together a really terrific show. I know that they have excellent instructors. I know it goes all day. Every year they do great shows. That's about as much as I know about footlight players.
But one of the interesting things about them or about the Community Music School or about really anything on IUP campus is this is a chance for folks from within the community, even those who have young children, to really take advantage of what IUP has to offer because they're on the campus. It's not just the class of 2019, the class of 2019 and those who've graduated in the last few years getting their educations. This is a chance for families to get involved with some of the great programs that IUP offers. There are always non-credit courses at IUP in the fall and in the spring and maybe in the summer as well. But there's something for everybody on the campus.
It's a very active university. And it likes to reach out and be a part of the community. We like to invite the community onto campus for so many different things, whether it's the performances that are going on, whether it's the programming, whether it's sports camps. The Honors College is always having people in throughout the summer. There's really just a lot of stuff going on at the university. And all it takes is just get on the website a little bit, poke around, and you can find out a whole lot of things. Yeah. The arts, of course, usually take the forefront. We're usually pretty active. So that's where we like to see people come in and enjoy that artistic side of themselves.
Yeah, a little curiosity is going to go a long way in determining how you spend your summer.
Very much so.
Yeah. Okay, so what's Jeff Wacker doing this summer?
He's staying relatively busy. Some people know, not everybody knows that I'm in the Pennsylvania Air National Guard. I'm in the Air National Guard Band of the Northeast, and we do our 2 weeks of summer training. So that's coming up for me here towards the end of June. Just about at the end of 30 years in the Air Force. It's been quite a ride.
Yeah.
I'm always staying busy with my church music job at Trinity United Methodist. It's a little quieter in the summer. The choir isn't obviously taking a little summertime off in the bell choir. But that'll be kicking up again in the fall. And of course, Arts Path, that's a year-round program. We're working artist residencies right now. We've got a wonderful one going on down at Horace Mann with Elizabeth Woods and a writing workshop. Another one with a paper maker up at Buffalo Elementary in the Freeport School District. So we're staying busy there, trying to put together another couple summer residencies up in Butler County. That program is just constantly working year-round, so that's going like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm in my payroll period to pay music instructors for the spring, so,
so
it's staying busy.
A little bit of a respite from the academic year, but enough to keep you busy through the summer months.
Yeah. As I tell people, they always say, well, you enjoy your summer, and I'm like, well, my job is not quite oriented towards the academic year. It pretty much goes year-round.
Yeah,
so.
Well, terrific. We're glad of it because it keeps you busy and it keeps us more than entertained. It keeps us intrigued about what's going on within the community music school and everything else.
Yes, and I get so many positive comments from people in the community how much they value the program. And that's important to hear because we work really, really hard at trying to make that program affordable. We underwrite it so that as many people as possible can participate. We've now written a couple grants for some scholarships. I know people are always looking for that. So we're doing our best to make sure that everybody and anybody who wants to can participate in the music.
He is Jeff Wacker, IUP Community Music School. To learn more, iup.edu/Community
Music, all one word.
Community Music, all one word. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Always good to be here.
We appreciate it. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS AM 1160, 101.1 FM.